Holland conquered South Africa country. Well, the effects of Dutch rule in South Africa profoundly resonate throughout the country's history, mainly through the creation of brand new ethnic groups that will change the course of South African history of centuries to come. This group known as Afrikaner people, well, there must be known as Boers, which mean farmer in South Africa. And well, there was a lot of human race. Well, there was Dutch people. There were like 34% Dutch in South Africa. There were 33% in Germans in South Africa, and French were 13% in South Africa. Well, Dutch also influenced religion since African religious practices were mostly based on the Protestant practices of the 17th century Reformed by Church of Holland. Well, unfortunately, a series of events that befell the Dutch in Africa affected the majority of the native population. These events were conflicts known as the Boer Wars. For over a century, the Dutch had owned South Africa. Well, in 18th century, British took control of part of this territory, and in 1810s, the colony was officially given to the British Empire after the bankruptcy of Dutch East India Company. Well, about economy and society in Africa since 19th century. Well, Dutch first arrived and took advantage of weaponry and economic status to gain control of the lands and resources that owned the native South Africans. But then they were controlled by colony administrators and few wealthy farmers. By the 18th century, white presence started expanding in southern Africa. The colonists of Dutch descent had an increasingly marginal relationship with the Cape Town, much less Holland itself and the intellectual and political developments.